This is your Fox 10 News Now update.
Hi everyone, I'm Shelby Myers with your Fox 10 News Now update. Tropical storm Delta headed toward the U.S. Gulf Coast. It's the 26th storm of the 2020 hurricane season. Delta is south of Jamaica, headed toward the Cayman Islands and Cuba. It's expected to reach hurricane status by Wednesday and hit the Gulf states later in the week. Texas, all the way toward the Florida Panhandle, could be impacted by the storm. After 4 days at Walter Reed Medical Center, President Trump says he is leaving the hospital this evening. Those close to the president say he is demanding to be released as he recovers from COVID-19. This morning, he tweeted a slew of messages and all ended with the word vote, a sign he's focused on the election, as doctors and top aides focus on his health. Since testing positive last week, doctors say the president had a fever and his oxygen levels did drop twice. This all as the First Lady and other White House staffers test positive as well. Voters in several cities across the Fox 10 News viewing area going back to the polls tomorrow. They'll be deciding runoff races from August municipal elections. Among them, mayoral races in Spanish Fort, Daphne, Pritchard, and Chickasaw. Here's a quick look at the candidates. In Spanish Fort, Mayor Mike McMillan is facing off against challenger Rebecca Cornelius. Robin Lejeune and Steve Carey going head-to-head in the race for Daphne mayor. In Pritchard, you've got Mayor Jimmy Gardner running against Councilman Lorenzo Martin. And then in Chickasaw, Barry Broadhead will face off against William Vallon. Polls for tomorrow's municipal election, runoff election, will be open tomorrow from 7 until 7, and we'll have the results for you when they come down after the polls close tomorrow night on Fox 10 and on our website, fox10tv.com. And if you live in Gulf Shores, remember your municipal runoff elections have been postponed until Tuesday, October 27th, and that's due to ongoing recovery efforts following Hurricane Sally. The University of South Alabama providing details about this year's homecoming game, as well as a new date for the Battle for the Belt. The Jags will take on Texas State for their homecoming matchup a week from this Saturday, October 17th. Kickoff will be at 11 a.m. at Hancock Whitney Stadium, and then the Battle of the Belt between the Jags and Troy has been rescheduled for December 12th after being postponed earlier due to a COVID-19 outbreak among South's team and support personnel. Both schools could play earlier if other teams run into COVID outbreaks. By the way, the Sun Belt Championship game has been moved to Saturday, December 19th, according to the league office. Baldwin EMC kicking off its 9th annual Pink Power program, bringing awareness to all types of cancer. Just going to look at this retired bucket truck wrapped in pink, decked out with magnetic ribbons. Baldwin EMC says the trucks will be making its way around the community this month. Crews expected to work in pink hard hats too. Over the past 9 years, Baldwin EMC's Pink Power campaign has raised more than $20,000, and that's all to benefit cancer research as well as those living with the disease.
So much going on in the tropics. Let's start out with an update with the wide satellite picture, and really all eyes on Delta. We've got Gamma out there too, but really, it's Delta that's the one that's most likely to have an impact on us as Gamma is on its way out. It's weakening quickly. Gamma here, the shear really taking its toll on that one. So focus is on Delta, a tropical storm which could become a hurricane and head our way. The particulars on it, the winds starting to increase, maximum sustained winds as of the 1 o'clock advisory at 60 miles an hour. It's moving west at 7. We should be getting a new update from the National Hurricane Center momentarily. We'll have that for you on Fox 10 News. You can see the track here brings the system through the Yucatan Passage between the Yucatan and western Cuba, then out into the Gulf of Mexico, then turns north towards Louisiana and possibly approaches the Gulf Coast as a hurricane. The nearshore waters are cool. We'll have some dry air and shear, so we do expect rapid decrease in strength as this starts to make its way towards the northern part of the Gulf Coast, but still could have hurricane possible impacts on our area or the Louisiana and Mississippi coast. Gamma, meanwhile, down to 35 miles an hour, so we're done with that one. Here's the track as we get on through time here. The model's tightly clustered on southeastern Louisiana with the latest here on Delta, and this shows you why we're concerned with it. We could be on the wet and windy side of Delta even if it makes landfall over Louisiana to our west. This is a totally different system than Sally. It's going to be moving very quickly. The steering factors are more certain with this one. We expect it to ride around the ridge, then find a break in the ridge and turn northeast. And we could see another possible direct hit from a hurricane with Delta late this week. Looks like Friday on the timing. We'll have more updates on Fox 10 News.
Stay tuned to Fox 10 News throughout the day for the latest updates. This has been your Fox 10 News Now update.